Hey, I'm trying to get from my phone. Is that it? Yeah?
So you're echoing. Hey, Art, you have two. You have two. You're showing up twice on the. Are you signed in twice?
Yes, because I wanted to make sure that I was still in before I actually.
Yeah, that's better. I think.
But here's the thing. I can hear you on my phone, but I can't see anything on my phone. So.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I think you're gonna have to try and disconnect your audio and redo it because you're echoing crazy. Or you're on here twice again.
Yeah. But if I delete the one from my computer, then I can't see anything. I'll just be on the phone.
Okay, so it's better. I just muted you, so it's better.
All right,
still
good.
echoing,
Thank you.
Adam,
okay,
Adam, this is Walt.
Yes. Hi, Walt. Are you on the?
Just so you know, I'm on here. Yeah, I'm on here. I'm not able to log into this. So.
Okay. Lindita, everybody, I'm gonna mute you.
Yes.
So when it's your turn to talk, you have to remember that you're muted. I'm gonna mute everyone.
Right. I don't think I can unmute myself. By the way.
Not you. I'll let you know. I'm gonna put you on. I'm actually gonna mute you too, and I'll bring you in when the time comes. Okay. Well, so just sit tight.
That's fine. Good.
Okay. So. Okay, I'd like to bring this meeting to order. This is the Historic District Commission. The time is 4:22. The date is August 13th, 2020. This hearing was published in the notice in the Fairfield Citizen on July 31st. And can we go around and take the roll call, please? Starting with you, Jim.
Art Lebanis, the commissioner, is here.
Next.
Rosina Negron, commissioner.
Okay. Jim. Hello, Jim. Jim. Jim, I can't hear you. Jim, can you hear me? Oh, come on.
Can you hear me, Adam?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, thank you.
Can you state your name and take in the roll call?
Yeah, James C. Bohan, alternate commissioner.
Okay, and I'm Adam Cliver, commissioner. Absent today is Chris Shea and Margaret Kufferman. Okay. I'm sorry. and can't remember his name. Clark is also missing. So anyway, first item on the agenda: Greenfield Hill Congregational Church, 1045 Old Academy Road in Fairfield, for property located at 3192 Bronson Road, Fairfield. The application is for 2 light fixtures left and right of garage doors and 1 light left of side door. And Walt is on and we have Walt. Can you hear me, Walt?
Yes, I can. I'm unmuted.
Okay. So you're ready to...
Well, as you know, I'm not on the WebEx site. I'm only on the phone call. I have submitted pictures of the 3 lights that we're installing. They're all the same. They're Restoration Hardware weathered zinc lights. They're similar to what is on the parsonage itself. This is on a historic district approved replacement barn set well back from the street. And we're just looking for approval of the design of these particular fixtures, that they're appropriate to the historic district and satisfy any requirements that you might have. The size is listed on there. They're about 7 inches wide, 6.5 deep, and 14 tall. And they would just go on the left and the right front and around the corner where the door is for lighting.
Okay. I'm trying to get your application up. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Can everyone see that? This is just not working. Okay, Art, do you have any questions?
None. Thank you.
Thank you, Art. Jim, do you have any questions? Jim, can you hear me? Rosina, do you have any questions?
No questions.
Thank you. Jim, do you have any questions? Jim? Jim? Oh my God. Jim, can you hear me? Okay, never mind. Okay, I didn't receive any emails in favor or against this application, so this hearing's closed. Thank you all.
Is that the same as an approval, Adam?
No, we're going to deliberate on the application after we go to the
Okay.
the presentations. Okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
and I can leave at this point.
Yes, if you like.
Okay, and then I'll find out later somehow.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Thanks.
everybody. Okay. Have a good night.
Thank you. Okay, next item on the agenda is St. Paul's Episcopal Church, 661 Old Post Road, Fairfield, for property located at 661 Old Post Road in Fairfield. The application is for a new generator. Do we have anyone here representing St. Paul's Church?
Mr. Chairman,
John,
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Mr. Chairman, would you like me to share my screen so I can walk you through the presentation? Okay, let me set that up. Let's see. I'm just having a little trouble getting to it.
Okay.
Were you able to see it?
Not yet.
All right, hold on.
There it is. Starting.
Let me try one more time. Okay, there we go. Excellent. So this is the original application. So the request is to be able to install an emergency 22 kilowatt residential grade natural gas generator in order to provide emergency power primarily to the two sump pumps we have in the nursery school basement area and to our heating system. The location that's proposed is behind the nursery school sign on the Old Post Road side of the building, and I can show you in the next document.
Okay, can you just state your name for the record, please?
Yes, certainly. It's Jonathan Hyland, Hylan.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. Any questions here so far?
No, we'll wait until the end. So go ahead.
Okay, super. What I have attached here in this next exhibit is basically the cut sheet for the unit itself. It's a 22 kilowatt unit, and on the bottom of this it provides the dimensions of the unit. So moving on, this was just the legend on the survey document. So this is the actual survey that shows Old Post Road. This is the northwest corner of the building. So this is a grass area. The town sidewalk is in this area. And then we have our internal walkways. And this is a driveway that leads down to the back area. And on this side is about a 5.5 foot, 6 foot brick wall that separates our property from the Burr Mansion. So this is the location of the nursery school sign, and this is the proposed location of the generator. And the reason that we put it here is because all of our gas and electric is accessed in this area. In the other area, I have too many windows, and I don't have access to the gas and electric. And by the way, the Zoning Board of Appeals approved this location back in, I believe it was June.
Okay.
So this is what we basically did. We staked out the size of the unit, and the blue tape really indicates is set at the height of it. And this particular photograph is taken from the driveway. You can see the back of the nursery school sign here. So this gives us a visual that then becomes important in the following section. So this is essentially looking from the Old Post Road sidewalk, the town sidewalk, directly to the nursery school sign. So you can't actually see any portion of the unit itself from this view. So this is from the walking on the town sidewalk from east to west. This is our driveway. This is the wall between our property and the Burr Mansion. So in this view, currently, you can actually see where the unit would be visible. So what we will do is Freddie's Landscaping will basically use the same bush that is planted here and plant it over here, so it will totally block any view of the unit from the public way. This is a little hard to see, but because my car's in the way. But this is actually from the west side, walking west to east along the public sidewalk. And you can see small portions of blue in this area. And essentially what I'm proposing, and what I have all the funding approved for this, is to actually take, again, this same bush, plant one here and another one here, so that there would be no visibility of the unit from anybody either driving by on Old Post Road or walking on the town sidewalk. So that's basically my presentation, gentlemen.
Thank you. Art, do you have any questions?
None, thank you.
Jim, do you have any questions? Jim?
No questions.
No questions. Rosina, do you have any questions?
No questions.
And I do not have any questions. I mean, we are going to stipulate that the plantings be maintained. You're okay with that, yeah?
Oh, actually, Mr. Chairman, all of our plantings at the church are perpetually maintained. But I have also indicated that in this, these are perpetual plantings.
Okay.
But that's our standard is we never throw anything out.
Okay. We just want to make sure that, I mean, we don't want to see it. Obviously,
Absolutely.
If there's no plantings, you will be able to see it. I mean, there's no other place to put it, correct? I mean, it's basically...
There really is no other place for us to put one.
Yeah.
It's got to be 5 feet from the nearest window, and the rest of the building is just nothing but windows.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. And I did not receive any emails in favor of this application or against this application. So the hearing is closed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is Susan Janine O'Hara, 75 Chester Place, for property located at 75 Chester Place. And the application is for an in-ground pool with spa, fences and gates, walks and patios, pool equipment, and an outdoor shower. Is that for you, Jack?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. I'm going to try and share my screen here. I should be able to go up into that share box and do that, right?
Yep.
Share content. Okay, screen. And can you see that?
Yep.
Everybody see the plot plan?
Yes.
Clear. Great. So good afternoon. My name is Jack Franz, and I'm here to represent Sue O'Hara. We're proposing to build an in-ground pool at this property, 75 Chester Place. And if you go back to the 19th century, this was part of the Bulkley property. You know, the Charles Bulkley house is on one side of Chester Place, and the Moses Bulkley is on the other side, and the Oliver Bulkley is to the south of that, and that property, I believe, stretched all the way to Pequot, and then became subdivided at one point. Part of the Berry family bought a chunk that faces onto Center Street, but the remnant remained undeveloped. The D'Addario family owned it, and then this is one of the two lots that was carved out of that D'Addario subdivision. This is the skinny lot. The other lot is wider. The one to the east, to the north of us, and to the north is the house that has the rain garden. So it's a wider lot. The pool is proposed to be located at the rear of the property, and if you recall, these are the two lots where the homes are very, very much set back from Chester Place. Part of it is because there's a 20-foot public easement, and then the Historic District created special regs for this property to require the homes to be set back. The proposed pool is 42 feet long, 20 feet wide. The long axis is running north-south. On the west side of the pool, we're proposing, which is between the house and the pool, is a patio, bluestone patio that's going to be matching the other bluestone that's on the property already. And there are two walkways. One of them leads from the existing patio that's in the courtyard and the covered porch with stepping stones, and then there's three monolithic bluestone steps to make up the grade difference. On the other walkway, it reaches over to the driveway where there's going to be a gate, and that shows in the little vignette on the bottom of the drawing right here. So this is the walkway that gets you to the pool, and also there's a little outdoor shower over here. The pool equipment is proposed to be located up in this corner, and it'll be screened by vegetation. The fencing will be vegetatively screened. The southerly, I guess it's more the westerly line, is already heavily vegetated, and there's an existing fence that meets the pool code. On the south side, or maybe southeast side, there's already existing vegetation, but we're going to use the mesh fence that you see here in this rendering, and that's going to continue on the side here, which is the north side. And there's already a hedge on the neighbor's property because the neighbor has a pool, but we want to be able to maintain our hedge independent of the neighbor's hedge, so there's actually going to be some space between our fence and hedge and the neighbor's fence and hedge. There'll be a wood access gate that I just described. It actually is made of flush boards, and then there's some pickets at the top. It's all wood. It's going to be painted white. I'm not sure how much of this is actually visible from a public way. I can say for sure that this part of the fence and the gate will be visible if you look down the driveway. The neighbor next door has a pool enclosure, which is where I'm moving my little cursor. And on the other side, there are buildings over here facing onto Pequot Avenue. The Oliver Bulkley house is up here, and the condominium attached to it is over here. This is all, heavily vegetated. The pool is at elevation 15.3, so it's actually 7 feet above the grade on Pequot Avenue. So if you're standing on Pequot Avenue, I don't think you would be able to see the pool. So the big visual event here, I think, would be the new fence and the gate. There's a proposed little outdoor shower here. Going to have cedar boards around it. We are not proposing any lighting at this time. We may come back to you with some lighting, but there's none proposed. There will probably be a light in the pool on the side that faces away from the house that'll be, underneath the water. And I think that's about it. So I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Art, do you have any questions? Art?
None for me, thank you.
Jim?
No questions, and thanks, Jack, for the setback. Very, very nice.
Thank you.
Rosina?
No questions.
And I don't think I have any questions either. See, did you say what the walks and patios are going to be made out of? Material?
They're all bluestone to match. There's actually, you can't see it from anywhere, but there's an existing bluestone patio, and there's bluestone on the covered porch, and we're going to match, and also the walks in the front. So we're just matching the same material. On the coping, everything is going to be the same bluestone.
And the fence is made out of what material?
It's mesh. It's like a coated vinyl mesh, black, with the small squares that meet the pool code, and stanchions are made of black iron, but they'll all be, in between the privet hedge or the evergreen hedge or the existing vegetation, depending on which of the property lines we're talking about. And then the screening around the pool equipment will be evergreen screening.
Okay. Pool equipment's going back there, and then so on the north side where the fence returns, I guess you can't really. Is that going to even be visible? Where the condensing units are?
Are you talking about here, Adam? On this side here?
No, north side. I'm sorry, the south side. South side.
Over here.
Where the condensing units.
That's going to go That's going to be new fencing, but it's going to be behind the existing vegetation.
Well, I'm just saying where it turns north at that south property line.
Yeah,
it turns north and goes.
There's a little short piece of it here. That's correct.
So will that be hidden?
I think we intended to plant that out. There's just a little bit. There's this like a sunken area for utilities here for the AC units. So there's just like maybe 6 or 7 feet of it that you would see, and we would actually continue to plant. I think the planting may already be there, but we will plant that out.
Okay. All right. I don't have any other questions. Anyone else? No. What and the material of the doors, the gates?
It's all wood, so it'll be probably cedar painted white.
Cedar painted white. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not receive any emails in favor of this application. I didn't receive any emails against this application. So the hearing's closed. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you very much, Adam. Everyone else.
Next item on the agenda is Peter M. Harding, 1050 Old Academy Road for Fairfield, for property located at 1050 Old Academy Road in Fairfield. The application is for a stone driveway edging. Mr. Harding.
Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for having me. My name is Peter Harding, and I'm representing myself on behalf of 1050 Old Academy Road. It certainly has been noted that the Historic Commission does not want to have decorative Belgian block put in driveways. We installed this driveway and put in what we believe was stone curbing, which is not raised, it's flat, and was purely done to make sure that we didn't have the asphalt crack up against the grass, as what was noted in the previous driveway, which had all cracked along the sides based on the topography of the driveway. So we're certainly asking the commission to approve it on that basis.
Peter, can you do you have any images you want to show us, or do you want me to pull something up?
Yeah, let me see, Adam. I'll just I have not done this, but I think I can share the file.
Jack has left his screen shared. I don't know if I can.
This is his off. Jack will stop sharing content as soon as we start sharing. Okay. For some reason, I'm having trouble getting this to come up.
Would you like me to throw something up?
Do you have that? Yeah, do you have that, Adam, that picture? For some reason, I can't get it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Do you have anything else to add, Pete?
No, as I said, the intent is really not to be decorative, as I said, just was a stone curbing prevent the cracking. So that's really the extent of it.
Art, do you have any questions?
No questions. Thanks, Pete.
Jim, do you have any questions?
No questions. Thank you.
Okay. Rosina, questions?
I'm looking at page 59 of the handbook, and it indicates that curbing or edging for driveways, walks, and paths should be either wood, steel edging, or 2 inches or less bluestone on the edge. So what is exactly the size of the proposed one? It looks definitely more than 2 inches.
Yeah, this unfortunately this stone had already been put in, so we're coming to you after the fact that this was already installed by the contractor with the assumption that it was an improved material because it was being used as an edging. So that is that's the issue that we're dealing with.
Is it bluestone?
I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not sure, what the actual material is.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I have no questions. So I did not receive any letters against this application, and I haven't received any letters to support this application. So the hearing's closed. Thank you, Peter.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, Michael Atefi, 1170 Hillside Road, for property located 1170 Hillside Road, for A, remove existing roof, and B, install Tesla solar shingles. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, please state
I'm
your
not
name for the record.
Right? Lindita Donahue, representing from Tesla.
Can you present your application, please?
Yes.
I mean, I can share my screen if you like.
Well, I have the application up. Do you want me to? Oh, you can share it. It's the same.
Well, I think you should show it. Generally, you show it and walk us through the application.
Yep, sounds good. Let's choose this one. Okay. So the application is to remove the existing roof and to put Tesla. First of all, do you guys see my plan or the screen? Okay.
Yep.
So we are going to remove the old roof from the property, and we're going to put a new roof, which is going to be a solar roof. Tesla solar roof is a new product, actually. It's technically we're doing a solar and rear roof at the same time. So this actually, I know you can't see it from here, but this is like the specs for it's a glass. I have here a sample of it on a board that you guys can actually see it. It's like this is how it's going. These are the tiles, the size and how it looks, and the components. So, like this is one piece, but like all these pieces are going to go together integrated in the roof. Very much. Also, the wiring and everything is going to be internally, so it's not going to be seen by from the road. And if you see the property is actually really secluded with like trees. So right here. So it's not really visible from the main road or from the neighbors. So, like we put the dimensions for every side from the front and the side of the property. I don't know if anybody has any questions, but like pretty much.
Okay.
It's fire rated.
Are you finished?
It's yeah.
Okay. Art, do you have any questions?
Are these the panels are called Tesla roof panels?
Yeah, solar glass shingles, technically. Yes, Tesla solar glass shingles, yes. Tiles. They're like tiles.
I see. I'm just looking these up on another screen. Are they going to be installed in a sort of a running board pattern like that?
No. The running board pattern is just so I can show you the tile, but it's going to go into the roof inside. Like normal shingle would go in the roof to be a re-roofing. It's just that in this case they're tiles instead of like the roofing shingles that roofs use pretty much.
I see.
These are like here, right here, they are the modules. Right here, that's how small they're going to be.
So they're rectangular looking if I'm looking at this.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Right. I guess my question would be, in as much as these aren't natural, an artificial product. What is it trying to mimic in terms of a natural material? In other words, architectural fiberglass shingles, often try to mimic wood shapes. What is the look you're going for?
Well, the look, first of all, it's going to look uniform for the whole roof. So the way they're cut and they're actually put together, it's just going to look simply the same. Right here, actually. I do. So that's how it's going to look. Like that's one of the houses like that. Finished. But so to answer your question, they're not going to be like different sizes. They're same size.
No, I assume that. I'm just saying, typically when in my way of thinking, when artificial roofing materials are used, they, particularly in a historic perspective, they're done to mimic, something that was used in a historical, like a wood shake, or architectural shingles, or with slate roofs. There's some synthetic material that mimics slate. I just wanted to know what in fact you were looking to have this look like. And you've answered my question. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Art. Jim?
No questions. Thank you very much, Lindita.
Yeah.
Rosina?
Thank you.
So I have a few questions. I saw that on the website for Tesla, it indicates that you guys might have or are supposed to have 4 different types: the texture, the slate, the Tuscan, and the smooth. Which one of these is the one that you guys are proposing?
Oh, it's like okay. You mean the what tile he's going to use? The most expensive or the other one?
There's a description of 4 different tiles on the website. One being Tuscan, which I know it's not that one. One being smooth, slate, which I know it's not that one because it doesn't look like it. And one being texture. No. Between the texture and the smooth, which one is the one that you guys are proposing?
I think he's going to go with the texture, but I want to confirm that with Michael because he's the one that's going to make the decision. But I can get back to you with that just to make it sure that he's gonna go with.
Okay. My other question is, it would have been helpful to submit a sample because it's a new product, so most of us are not completely familiar with the product itself. I actually did drive to the house in Westport that has the Tesla tiles. It looks that it's very, very shiny. I can actually share a picture if anyone's interested in looking at it. Just because I'm not sure if anyone else was able to drive by and look at the property in question. But I kind of agree with what Art was saying, asking what does it replicate. It seems that the panels are fairly rectangular and elongated that do not replicate shingle or slate or anything that historically will have been used in a property. I'm all for solar, and I know it can be reversible just because it's a roof. You can remove it and put any other type of roofing material. But in my opinion, there's a few questions just not seeing the tile itself, not knowing which one texture or smooth it might be. It just, I think it might need a little bit more clarification, but that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosina. So, Landita, there are options for the shingle?
They are, but it depends on if we have the material to look to at first, if we actually have it in stock, and sometimes it's up to the homeowner. If he really wants the roof to go, then he's going to just get the one that we already have available, which I have right here, the one you can see it on the samples, and that's what we're installing right now. But like I said, if he's going to go with a more expensive one, because they go up in prices too, then we will order that for him, just for that property. But yeah, I know.
Okay, and just to clarify, I mean, you're doing the entire roof out of these tiles.
Correct. Yes, the whole roof. It's going to look uniform. Everything. Yep. Everything's
going to look the same.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit of leap of faith for us to approve something like this without knowing how it's going to look. I got to say, I too am all for solar and want to see something like this be installed, but it's going to be a tough decision for us to make, I think. All right, that's all I have. Thanks, Landita. I did not receive any letters in favor of this application, and I did not receive any letters against this application, so the hearing is closed. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
The last item on the agenda is for Alex and Dee DiCalice, 104 Old South, for property located at 104 Old South, and the application is for an in-ground pool. And I'm going to ask that I'm going to recuse myself from this hearing and ask that Rosina chair the hearing. Rosina?
Okay. Yep.
Can everybody hear me?
Again, yep. Go ahead.
No, yeah, go ahead, Rosita. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to repeat that it is an application for 104 Old South Road. So go ahead, Mr. Kittle.
Okay. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so my name is Stephen Keatle. I'm an architect. I'm presenting for Alex and Dee DiCalice at 104 Old South Road, requesting a change in the length of the pool that had been previously approved at 20 by 40 feet to 20 feet by 46 feet. The bluestone coping is the same as what had been approved previously, and the surrounding patio that is shown on the site plan is bluestone but with grass in between. So it's separated by probably 3 or 4 inches of grass in between each paver. The fencing and everything else have been previously approved, as well as the pool equipment that is in back of the burn right there. So again, what we're requesting is really an extension from 20 by 40 feet to 20 feet by 46 feet. I think that's it. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer anything.
Thank you. Art, do you have anything?
No, thank you.
Jim, do you have anything?
No questions, Rosina.
Okay. I don't have any questions at the moment. I'm going to pass it again to Adam to see if there were any letters sent. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Rosina. There were no letters in favor of this application, and there were no letters against the application. So the hearing's closed. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, thank you.
And that concludes our public hearings part of the meeting. So I guess we'll go right into the considerations. First one is for Greenfield Hill Congregational Church, 1045 Old Academy Road, for property located at 3192 Bronson Road, and it's for 2 light fixtures, left and right garage doors, and 1 light fixture to the left of the side door. Do you have a motion?
Motion to approve both items as presented.
Second?
I'll second. Yeah.
Any discussion? No discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda, St. Paul's Episcopal Church for a property located at 661 Old Post Road, Fairfield. And the application is for a new generator. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve as presented.
Okay, second?
I'll second that.
Okay, discussion.
I know it was presented to maintain in perpetuity the landscape, but maybe we can add a note just to have it in the records.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay, can we just amend the motion?
I'll amend it to approve as presented with the stipulation that the trees are maintained or the shrubs are maintained in perpetuity.
Okay. And the second?
And I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Yep.
Motion passed unanimously. Next item on the agenda is Susan Janine O'Hara, 75 Chester Place, Southport, for property located at 75 Chester Place in Southport, and the application is for an in-ground pool with a spa, fences and gate, walks and patios, pool equipment, and an outdoor shower. We have a motion?
I'll move to approve as submitted.
Okay. Jim, thank you. Second?
Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay, Art seconds. And do we have a motion? Do we have any discussion? No discussion? No concerns on that one? All right. All in favor?
Yep.
Motion passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda is for Peter Harding, 1050 Old Academy Road in Fairfield, for property located at 1050 Old Academy Road in Fairfield. We have a motion for that one.
I'll make a motion to approve as presented.
Okay. Second? Need a second? Sorry, what was that, Jim?
What's the motion?
We have a motion to approve as presented from Art. We need a second.
To approve those items.
Do we want to talk about the issue that Rosina brought up?
We need a second before we can talk about it.
I'll second just for discussion purposes.
Okay, Rosina seconds.
Okay.
So discussion?
My main concern is that it is not the 2 inches or wood or the metal edging. I know it's been done already, but it continues to set a precedent in the historic districts that people are using either Belgian blocks, granite, or larger stones for the edging that what the district actually requires. And that was page 59, just in case.
Yeah. Right. I know it's a difficult situation. I mean, this application was denied. There was a violation issued. There was an order to comply issued, and it's been many years since they've addressed this issue. It's so, and they want to put a pool in, which is why they're back here, because they, until this is resolved, we can't really take any more applications for things. And personally, I mean, I think although we have, the design guidelines say curbing and edging driveways, generally curbing and edging should be a minimum practical thickness. Examples of appropriate materials include, but are not limited to, wood edging. But so the 1 to 2 inches is referring to the wood. Ryerson steel edging, 2 inches or less bluestone on edge. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess it's not a curb or an edge is the thing, because it's flush. It
is, yes.
So, and it's not an unattractive installation. I mean, honestly, can any of you guys say that it's inappropriate? Like, it's not. I think that the reason why it's in the handbook is so that people don't put in Belgian block that's on edge and creates this border that looks like an 80s spec house, which is very popular in the 80s and 90s. These Belgian block aprons, and then they go into these high curbs that run along the driveway. In this case, you can't even call it Belgian block. It's a granite, which we don't think is an appropriate material, but in this case, I think the application is not what we intended to deny. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys feel the same way or not, but
So, Adam, you're okay with it?
I am okay with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am too. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think what's not limited to is the key word that would swing me to approve it. It aesthetically, it's fine. I think historically, I'm not equipped to say.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Historically, no, of course, but we're not trying to maintain like a Sturbridge Village where everything is recreated like it was back in the 18th, 19th century. It's like that's not what we're here to do. We're here to determine whether things are appropriate today. And I think our stigma with the Belgian block is sort of strange, but I understand it. I understand why it came about, because of the curbing that you see everywhere in all these spec houses. And it definitely looks like new construction, and I can understand why that is not appropriate.
Yep.
I agree. I think that's right.
What do you think, Rosina?
Aesthetically, it doesn't bother me, but kind of the whole precedent of then more and more people are going to start doing the edging like that, then we're creating a precedent.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I think it depends on the case, too, the circumstance. Like in this case, the house is, in Greenfield Hill. It's very rural. It's got a long driveway, and it's sort of, like, would this be an appropriate application? And it's hard to say. I can't speculate as to, who would try to copy it. Every case is different. In this case, I think it's I think it's an attractive installation, and to be perfectly honest, I think to fight it is, I'm not sure it's a great fight to fight at this point. I don't know who wins in this situation. Do we win if we make them rip it out and do something else? Because it's not unattractive, So I mean, that's my point of view. You guys can have a different point of view if you want.
Rosina's
point once again,
one at a time.
I agree with you.
I think we're well capable as a commission to, make distinctions and make sure that it's not something that keeps happening. So yeah, I mean, it's a fair point.
Again, I think the key words are "but not limited to."
Yeah.
So I think that avoids creating a precedent.
I mean, when this thing came across the commission, however many years it was, I voted against denying it, and so it's been my position from the very beginning that this application was or installation was appropriate. So anyway, we ready to vote?
Yep.
Okay, all in favor?
Yep.
All opposed? Okay, the motion passes 3-1. Next item on the agenda is Michael Atefi, 1170 Hillside Road, for property located at 1170 Hillside Road, for A, remove existing roof, and B, install Tesla solar shingles. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the items as presented for discussion only.
Okay. Second?
I'll second for discussion only.
We second that?
Adam, would it make sense to
okay, Rosina
to share her?
Yes, Rosina seconded. Rosina seconded it.
For discussion only, yes.
Yeah, for discussion. Rosina, you want to show the picture of the shingles that you have? Be great.
Yes, let me.
I mean, this is a very difficult application because we don't know what these things look like. Or we kind of do, and it looks like glass. It's going to be very shiny.
So this is the house on, I think it was 27.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the street in Westport. So this is just one view that you can see without getting too close to the house. My main concern is that it's fairly shiny and that the tiles are so elongated that you don't see a differentiation between one and the other. But that's just my opinion. The other one is that they look like they might be the smooth rather than the textured. So the texture might look a little bit more like an actual tile in terms of texture, but without looking at a sample, it's really hard to tell.
Yeah, I agree. It's not bad looking, though. Not as bad as I thought it was going to look.
Yeah.
It looks a little like slate.
It reminds me of, yeah, I was just about to say, it appears like slate.
No, the slate based on Tesla's website, it might be a little bit, I would like to say nicer, but I don't know, not seeing any of the samples. So the slate one has a little bit of texture.
Yeah. Oh, there's a slate version.
Yeah, there's 4 different types: texture, slate, Tuscan, which is the Mediterranean tile, and smooth.
This looks like it's smooth for sure.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you can't see.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised you can't see the separation between the shingles.
Yeah, you can see it a little. Like, for example, there's one right here and right here.
Yeah, really subtle though.
But it's very, very subtle. But yeah. And here they use both a metal roof combined with the Tesla tiles. So you can see that it's almost like the shiny
yeah, for sure.
aspect of that roof. So
Rosina, question. Go back to the photograph again, because it looks like that's over a garage. And it looks like some of the tiles there's but the photograph you just showed, it looks like it's over a garage. But now, underneath the window there, in that dormer window, the middle dormer window, there's something else with longitudinal line.
Yes, this is just a metal roof. So ignore this part.
Okay.
Ignore that part of the roof. That doesn't apply to what they indicated they were going to do. So.
Right.
So
kind of, in my opinion, we need more information about the Tesla tiles in order to make a decision. But that's my opinion.
What do you think, Art? What do you think, Art?
I don't know. At first I was going to be like, I think we ought to. This is one of the ones we ought to deny with prejudice. But maybe we give them a chance to show exactly which one they're, they intend to go with, and maybe those textured ones would be okay. So I'd be inclined to deny it without prejudice and give them one more opportunity. But I'm not nuts about them from a historical perspective. I get that solar is a good thing in general, but not sure they have any place in the district. But willing to be open-minded.
Yeah. What do you think, Jim?
I agree. I think it's reasonable to ask for more information because, this solar thing, there's a possibility that it's really going to grow. And I think we're creating a precedent here, and I think we ought to be very careful before we do.
Yep. Okay, well, let's vote on the motion on the table, which is to approve as presented. All in favor? All opposed? Motion fails unanimously, 0-4. Do we have another motion?
I'll make the motion to deny without prejudice.
Yeah, and I'll second that.
For do you want to state a reason or just say for reasons stated?
They just need to provide more information, perhaps samples and the type of tile that they are proposing, because she was not sure which one was the owner going to choose. So one is in stock, the other one, it sounds that they need to fabricate. So it's a new product, so there's going to be difficulties with it, I think, one way or another, just because it's just beginning to pick up in the market. Yep. So.
Okay, well, let's vote. All in favor?
Hold on. Let me just add to that. I'd like to see in the notice, it's appropriate is for them to demonstrate and offer proof as to why this would be historically appropriate. I mean, they really do want them to demonstrate the appropriateness of this product.
Well, I'm not sure if it necessarily needs to be historically appropriate. It's just much, it has to be appropriate for the current environment,
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. That's what I meant. To demonstrate that it is appropriate, given, for a historic district. Maybe I should put it that way.
Yeah, like contiguous, whatever the term is.
Like, for example, the National Trust for Historic Preservation and the Department of the Interior, they recommend installing solar panels on the area least visible to the public or on any new addition on the property, like our garage. Typically, historic commissions, hold on, I lost mine.
I know, these are typical panels.
Don't want panels on the principal facade of the building facing the public right-of-way. This is different from the panels, but it kind of follows the same concept. So looking at a sample, we're all familiar with the panels, but looking at a sample of the material might help us make a more informed decision. So.
Yeah, but I think there's a distinction there because, with respect to the guidelines there, they're talking about solar panels recognizing that that's what they purport to be. These don't purport to be solar panels. They're supposed to be roof shingles that are masquerading as solar panels. So I don't think you apply the same test to these. That's why.
Yeah.
We're talking about their appearance as opposed to the function.
Yeah. That's a good point. All right, well, let's vote on it. All in favor of deny without prejudice? Okay, motion passes unanimously. The final application, Rosina, can you take that? It's for 104 Old South for the Alex and Calice for an in-ground pool.
Yep. So Alex and Calice, 104 South Road, Southport, for a property located at 104 South Road, Southport, Connecticut, for item A, in-ground pool. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the item as presented.
Okay. Anyone second?
I'll second that.
Okay. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, can we vote? Is there anyone in favor of this application? Okay. Everyone's in favor. So I believe the motion passes. I'll pass it on to Adam.
All right. Sounds good. Moving on with the rest of the meeting. Need to approve minutes from the July meeting. We have Jim, Art, and myself were here, so we'll be voting on it. Can I get a Motion to approve the minutes from July.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Seconded.
All right, all in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Repairs, we have 207 Main Street, repair, replace front steps, floor, benches, and trim in kind, replace cedar shingles on front facade and upper gables in kind. 543 Old Post Road, repair sections of picket fence in kind. 170 Pequot Avenue, replace cedar roof and flashing in kind. 2860 Bronson Road, replace slider windows in kind. 543 Old Post Road, repair picket fence. And 60 Chester Place, replace cedar roof in kind. We have no violations this month. Thank you. And old business, any update on the handbook revisions, Rosina? Probably nothing.
I don't have any updates on the revisions. I need to get back with Chris. I know he was going to get some input from other people, so we just need to get back to the revision. So.
Okay. I don't know if anyone. I mean, everyone got the email about the bill. The bill number 5132 is for changes to zoning regulations. I don't know if anyone has any comment on that. You know, the RTM reached out for comments on that bill. If anyone had a chance to review it, it's pretty. I don't think there's anything that concerns us.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, right.
And then we have the vacant position for an alternate commissioner. It looks like may be filled. She is scheduled for appointment, or the beginning of appointment. Or I guess she's going through the RTM on Monday, I think. But her name is Darren Raymond Locke. She's a PhD. I'll read her a summary of her background. Historical archaeologist specializing in historic research involving land records, written and oral histories for certification for state and historic places, preservation efforts, preparing national and state register nominations, and grant writing. Experience includes research, collection, curation, and management, site identification, mapping, excavation, and community outreach to local historical societies, public schools. She's extremely overqualified to be in our commission. I think we'll be really lucky to have her. She works with the Westport.
Can you spell her? Can you spell her name, Adam?
Raymond. What did I say? Hang on. Her name is Darren, D-A-R-Y-N. Raymond Locke. She works with the Westport Historic District Commission as well as a consultant, I think. But I met with her, months ago before all this COVID stuff happened, and she's, she's just going to be a wealth of knowledge. If she didn't get on the commission, I was going to have her come and present to us, have like a work session, because she has, I think she has a lot to offer. So,
and her last name is spelled L-O-C-K.
Yeah, it's Raymond. I think it's just L-O-C-K. Raymond Locke. It's two words. Raymond hyphen Locke.
Okay. And her first name is D-A-R-Y-N.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Anyone else have any business? No? Okay. Well, thank you all for coming. I think that's it. We get a motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll make the motion.
Well done, Adam. Thank you.
Seconded.
All right. All in favor? We're adjourned.
Yep.
Thank you, Adam.
Thanks again, everyone. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Thanks for using WebEx. Visit our website at www.webex.com.